Yo, we live, man. What's going on, everybody? Parlay with us another episode, man.
What up?
What's up, man? You got Stony Crook, Sean Doe, Hustle Stacks. Mr. Bean should be joining us any minute now.
What you got right there, Stony? That's the Ainge or the Rod Williams?
Oh, come on. Just if you had to take a guess, what do you think, man? Just knowing me.
That's Danny Ainge.
Yes. All day, man. It's Danny Ainge, man.
But, you got me with that one, Stony.
That's right. He's wearing that just because he drafted Tatum.
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
That's a good one. Son. I had to break this one out real quick, man. This Danny Ainge, man. It's a old school, man. He's a fighter, warrior, man. A little feisty little motherfucker, man. Feisty, man.
Ainge got a chip. Ainge was on one of them teams with a chip.
86.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. We got that one, man. That one, he brought the big three. To be honest with you, if I'm not wrong, guys, he started that big three, that term, the big three.
Oh yeah.
When y'all think, I don't know, before him, I don't think Shaq and Kobe had a big three or.
Nah, they had.
What I'm saying? As far as that big three term, I think it started with us.
They were big threes, but I remember Milwaukee back in the days, but they didn't have that term like you said. There was a few.
Oh, you consider one of them teams though, big three with Milwaukee
for that time.
You talk about Alcindor and my man.
There was Oscar Robertson, Alcindor, and there was a third dude. Was it Oscar Robertson?
He was all right. He wasn't like. Yeah,
for that time. For that time. But when you think about realize the NBA got so much fucking talent right now, bro. People don't realize how deep this league is right now.
Let me tell you, I'm liking the NBA right now, and one team that I'm really liking, and I knew they was gonna be good is OKC, man.
It might come back down to earth because they investigating your boy now. So.
Oh yeah, man. It's always something. But let me tell you.
But he hasn't really been doing shit for them this year, to be fair. He's not really shit.
Mine is fucked up, though.
Yo, I would love to have that GM they got over there.
Would you your mind be doing right if you knew?
No, I'm just saying he could be gone and they still gonna be good, in my opinion.
You talking about Sean?
The white boy, Giddy. I'm saying he could be gone and they still be good.
But he brings numbers though, man. That kid could rebound, man.
But his numbers are down. The reason why they balling to me is because of Gildress and Holmgren. Holmgren's a beast, bro.
Holmgren's a beast, man.
I seen that kid.
That's serious.
He could rebound.
High school, bro. I knew that.
Honestly, people laugh at me. I'd rather have him than Wemby, bro. I'm keeping it 100 with you. In my opinion,
look, I wouldn't disagree.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I wouldn't disagree.
You don't get that.
It depends on what you're trying to run, though. Depends on how you want to play.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather play with him. I'd rather have it because Wemby in my. I'm not saying talent-wise, Wemby's probably got more on him. But what I'm saying is, if you want just a fit, Holmgren seems like he could fit in any team. And he'll be whatever. Wemby seems like he's like a dominant, I'm not saying he's a selfish player. It just seems like he just that guy that needs that rock in his hand. As good as he's on defense, man, he loves to shoot. He loves to dribble. He loves to show his skills, and he's dope too. But I just like Holmgren. That's just my opinion. I just like Holmgren. Can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah, it depends on how you run your offense.
How you want to run your sport,
How you want to run your shit, and then you can't go wrong either or. But yeah, you're right.
Well, let's welcome in Mr. Beans. What's going on, Mr. Beans?
What up? What's going on?
You gotta pay the bills, man.
I gotta pay the bills.
You gotta run that, man. You gotta run that.
I gotta run. Oh, okay. I thought y'all ran that. Y'all 4 minutes in already. I know I'm running behind. I know I'm running behind.
That's your entrance, man.
I apologize. I apologize, fellas. I was kind of taking my time getting home from work and on the phone with family and stuff, but you know how that go. But as we say it, let me run it.
Run it.
Yeah, God can make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.
Yeah. What's up, family? This is Parlay with us. It's Mr. Bean, Stony Crook, Hustle Stack, Sean Doe. What up, family? What's going on, peoples? How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Good.
Doing
What's
good,
good, man? My fault, guys. I know y'all probably like, damn, Neil ain't send the link, all kind of stuff. I was kind of like daydreaming for the last 2 hours of my shift at work, man, and because I you know how that go, man, when you just try to chill for a little second. But what's on the agenda, man? I see the title. What's on the agenda for tonight? Well, I jumped in when you guys was having a conversation. What you guys know? What was that about?
Well, we talking about the youngsters right now in the NBA, man. Like, the NBA is like, we have a lot of good talent right now in the league, and I love the league right now. I love the parity and everybody balling, young ones coming up, man. Watching these stars come into their own. I mean, yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing right now in the NBA. I'm loving it.
What's so funny is even now, like it's like the right time for expansion. That's how deep this league is, bro. Like you could add 2 teams and you will still have. I'm not saying those teams will right away be but I think they'd right away be competitive. There wouldn't be no it's just. Look at Golden State. They're not even in the playoffs right now. Granted, they're old, they're aging, they're probably on their way out the door. But even that, you can beat anybody on any given night, and they're 8 and 10. You know what I mean?
I think Vegas should be getting a team.
Vegas and Seattle are my 2 picks for me personally.
What up to my nephew? What up to my nephew Kyle Allen, all the way in Trinidad and Tobago? What's up, Kyle? Man,
shout out to Kyle Allen.
Thanks,
man.
Kyle. Well, thanks. That's my nephew, man. He's a soccer player too. Though he's
good soccer games on today. Good games today.
He's a young soccer blood, my nephew already. I've seen pictures of him on Facebook winning trophies and stuff like that in his youth league and stuff like that. Keep it up, Kyle. Keep it up, nephew. Keep it up. We'll be seeing you one day in the future on these international leagues. Keep it up. Shout out to Kyle. So yeah, keep it going, guys.
Yeah, I was saying, I just think the NBA, man, as far as like Crook and staff, we're just saying, it's like because I'm a big fan, it's like we all are, but I just think even to me, if you go, I've never seen a league where it's just been, and I've been watching for a minute, where you could go 10, 15, 20 deep, like
yes.
Like, just like top end players, like it's just crazy, bro.
Right now, you're saying right now, any given team,
and I think you have to now. You have to be that deep.
Yeah,
you could go 10, 15 deep on any given team right
now.
now.
I'm not saying any given team. I'm just saying as far as the superstars go, like right now, you can't. You could say anybody. You could say you could have 2 different top 5s in my opinion. I'm not saying top 5s as far as who's the best in the league. I'm just saying like. There's basically right now there's 2 first-team All NBAs, and as long as this is just where I feel, as long as I've been watching NBA, but maybe that Kobe, Dwayne Wade, Durant era, like it's that comparable. But when you drop off from there, it used to me drop off. Now it don't drop off. Like you literally, you could go 15 to 20. You still got. Not first team talent, but second team talent. I don't know if Stacks would agree with that. I just think it's just that deep right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Deep. Like
it's deep. It's
it's deep. I agree with you. It's deep.
I don't even know. Like right now, it's an argument of who's the best player in the league. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's legitimate.
You think so? So Stacks, I like the hoodie, but Stacks, let me ask you this question. So you think there's a question on who's the best player in the league right now?
I believe so.
I think it is.
You won't say JT?
I mean, of course I'm gonna say JT. you know what I'm saying?
Somebody's giving me a thumbs down on that. But yeah, I think JT. Why wouldn't you think?
You could say JT. And not people can't say no, but you could say Luka, and people can't say no. You could say KD right now, 30-something years old. You could say KD. People can't say no.
Only reason I say
Jokic.
Only reason I don't say KD because it's KD.
I get it.
Yeah, is he the best player on his team?
No, that's true. But then
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's my point, bro. Like we saying all these players, bro, and that's like we just went 8 deep without blinking an eye. And I could go to Anthony Edwards
and say why.
I mean, it's
the top seven. The top 7 scoring leaders are in the 30s. When have you seen that?
Right.
That should tell you something.
It's just too deep, bro. It's just and it's fun for us as fans, and like when to me, like when the NFL was over, the NBA, I'm a big NBA guy, but even I was like,
who the top 7? So you got that list pulled up? I see you looking at it.
Yeah, that list is the top 7s in the 30s. You got Embiid, Durant, Doncic, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah. That dude's coming around. He's coming into his own.
Right? Yeah.
He's coming into his own.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
another
Giannis, and Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Well, minus Steph Curry. Steph Curry's 29.7, but from Joel
Embiid. That's 30 rounded up.
Yeah, that's pretty much rounded up. So that's 8. So the top 8 scoring leaders are in the 30s.
Shit, I forgot to even put Alexander as the best player in the league. You could argue put him in there.
Listen, that dude, he's the next one up. He's the next one up.
Individual, man.
OKC is the next one up. And I think they're gonna do some damage this year. I like OKC, man.
Yeah, I do too. I was talking to Stacks about that before the year started. I was like, yo, man.
It's actually next to my list to go see play, actually.
I know I'm trying to.
Who, OKC?
Yeah.
I get a little bonus courtside shit here and there, so I'm hoping that's the game I get, but we'll see. I actually seen Houston courtside last year. I like their talent too. I mean, I know, we're not mentioning them. I mean,
they got a
Houston doing,
bro, like
he's doing a good job over there. He's doing pretty much the same thing he did with us. You see where they're at right now? They're like right where we was at when we first took over.
You know what, Crook? You know what I feel though with him too. He has more of a chance to put his imprint on them even more with us because they're younger than us.
Yeah,
so he could actually grow with them.
They're gonna hit a run. Watch when they kind of get it together and they figure things out. They're gonna hit a run. We was the same way. We got to remember the Celtics that we know now, the Celtics that we're expecting the championships and all that, was born when Udoka was the coach, and it didn't come. I feel it didn't come until the second half of that season.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, somebody's disagreeing with our conversation because as y'all can see, there's a few thumbs downs going on this thing. I don't know. That's a new algorithm. That's a new AI.
You don't have to agree
with everything. I understand y'all can't agree with everything, but
that's what this is about. If you agree with everything you say, we wouldn't have a show.
Exactly. There you go.
If we agree with each other, we wouldn't have a show.
There you go. Sometimes we battle each other. That is
Celtics true. Team that we know now. That's when they was.
I agree with that because I went to those games where no one wanted to go, and I seen them. Yo, I'm telling you, I seen the turnaround. It was like, even with Cantor, not on that political shit, whatever. I'm talking about just Cantor. Once they got rid of his bum ass,
they went on a nasty run. They just went on a run.
I'm just not blaming him, by the way. I'm just saying once they got rid of him and they got rid of Herman Gomez, those guys, they brought in other guys. I think there was a lot of things going on in that locker room. Like Stacks said the last episode, I remember Smart calling them out at the beginning of the year, which was good. I do miss that about Smart. He wasn't, it didn't always translate to the court, but he was always he didn't mind taking the bullets. You know what I'm saying? And for this team, I think we're so talented. I don't really think that matters in my opinion. You know what I mean? But at that time when we needed that turnaround, bro, I was texting Stacks. I was like, I thought I had season tickets. It was so easy to get tickets. People were giving me tickets. I was sitting close too. I was like, yo,
I remember that's when those low
they
times.
Beat the Milwaukee. That was really the start of it. If you remember, they beat Milwaukee at home. I think I mean, New Orleans, it was around that January, February, that time of year, man. I remember that. So yeah, I agree with you, Crook. That was like,
yeah, it was like late in the year. They just
like,
got on this run.
If you remember the talk that was on Sports Talk Radio, they were talking about not firing the dog, but they were like, "Was this the right move?" He's like,
Yeah, they was.
yeah.
It was
I questioned that myself.
we was at 500.
Not just you, a lot of people.
We was hovering over 500.
Yeah, hovering.
Yeah, man. Then they just took off, man.
They just took off for sure.
It took off.
That's what Jaylen Brown came out with that energy. That energy gonna shift.
Energy shift. Yep.
Right.
Damn, so Udoka did just 1 year, huh?
Yeah.
It was own fault, man.
It was on fault. But before we go, man, I know we getting in some good NBA talk right now. I know we'll get back to some NBA talk unless y'all want to, however y'all want to divvy up the title. But I'm gonna jump. No, I'll jump into the title. Give them the title. Tonight is Thursday Night Live here at Parlay with us. Tonight Thursday night football game is the Seahawks versus the Cowboys. And then we're going to talk about NFL Week 13. We're going to give y'all a little preview of what's going on, what's on the slate for this weekend, and on our picks for this weekend. And then we'll get back into the NBA talk and some agenda free. But go ahead, Stoney.
I just wanted to say one thing, right?
And hit the thumbs up, people.
Just not for nothing, like, the way we got the title written out, it doesn't mean that that's the order we're going to be talking about this subject.
Sometimes the order will jump. There you go.
That's just everything we're going to talk about, what you see on the title. But the order that we have it written in, that's not how we're going to talk about these subjects. So
I'm glad you're good.
Put that out there.
I'm glad you clarified that.
In any order, as long as we're talking about those topics that's on the title, it doesn't matter what order is in. It's just what's on the menu.
But when we get that $1 million deal, you'll see the rundown box next to it.
Yo, like what's that show?
Pardon the interruption.
There you go.
Pardon the interruption.
Even though they go past that.
Hey,
when we get that $1 million bag, Crook, we gotta do it like that.
Yo, Joe, you never know. I might get into some. I might look into the technology for that to add.
Yeah, we get that $1 million bag though.
They be on that subject for a good 10 minutes.
We doing it, man. But anybody just jump in on this live, people. If you on Facebook, if you on Twitter, jumping on a live, YouTube, jumping on the live, jump in the comments, get your comments out there based on the title, sports, anything sports, entertainment. It could be whatever, the culture. Jumping on this live, man, and guys, what do y'all want to jump in tonight since we're already, making our move here, man? Jumping on the live, people. But go ahead.
I mean, we could talk about this game. I mean, we can get this out the way. I mean, the Seahawks Cowboys, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I mean, the only thing that I'm looking at in this game is the under. I'm gonna take the under 47.5. It's +9 Seahawks. I would even entertain that angle as well because that's a lot of points, and I just feel like Thursday nights you give a team that many points, it's just gonna be like
Sunday. I would run with the minus, but you're right, Crook. If it was Sunday, I would take Dallas.
So Stoney, just so I understand, it's 9.5.
9.5. You could buy
Dallas 9.5. So you'll take Dallas. You'll take Dallas at 9.5.
I'll take Seattle. Yeah,
you take Seattle to cover. You take Seattle.
I lean Seattle 9.5. I would advise people to buy that half a point if it ain't too hefty. Buy that half a point. The odds will probably be 130.
Yeah.
So 130 will get you. You'll win $100. But if you want to play it safe, you want that solid number. Yeah, buy it up. If you want. But I think 9.5 is fine. Take Seattle +9.5. And take the under. Just take the under. Don't even think about it. Just take the under. It's a primetime game. Primetime under has been pretty good. I don't think Seattle's trying to get into a shootout with the Cowboys. I
don't think they can.
Geno Smith. Yeah, I don't think they can. But Geno Smith, he's hampered. He has injuries. He's
rough this year.
Going through right now. So they're gonna try to slow the game down. They got a good running back, and that dude, I might say his name wrong, but I think it's Cabernet, something like that. But he's been balling.
Yeah,
they're gonna give him, you know, a lot of work tonight. So I would lean Seattle plus 9.5, and I would take the under on my official play for this game. I'll take the under 47.5. I'll buy it up to 48. But yeah, that's how I look at it. You know, this game is it's an awkward game.
So there you go. There you guys go. Stony Cook just gave you guys the odds for tonight's game. If you want to be smart about it, parlay with us. We try to give y'all our best advice that we can. So yeah, listen to Stony. I think that's good. I would take Seattle to cover that 9.
Real quick,
that 9.5. That'd be
that 9.5. Go ahead.
Go
ahead, though.
What we're telling you though is, and I agree with Crook, these Thursday night games is like, it's just different. So we're telling you, not always, but you got to do what you want to do. But the unders usually hitting on Thursdays, and these spreads on Thursdays ain't as solid as they are on Sundays. Like me and Crook agreed, if this was a Sunday game, we'd probably stay away from the Seahawks with the +9. But these Thursday games are funny.
Short week.
And that's going forward too, you know, with these Christmas Eve games too, and these Saturday games. For whatever reason that people don't realize, these football players have a schedule, and no matter what they try to do and generate this money, for whatever reason, these Thursday nights and Monday games, and you know, more Thursday than Mondays have been. It's just, yeah, it's tough to gauge, and it's not as cut and dry as it would be on it. It's never cut and dry with gambling, but I'm glad you said that, because it's been like that all year. And I think you gave that stat, Crook, a couple of weeks ago about that too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I think
just to add on to that, just to add on to the game,
especially Monday night.
Yeah.
I think they're up to like 12-1 right now. With the last Monday night went under.
Right.
You know,
just want to co-sign that.
Serious
as a fellow gambler.
Listen to this guy. Read that real quick.
Yeah, I know that dude. That you ain't getting on the show, clown. I know. He know.
I just had to put it out there.
You know what I mean, kid? You know what I mean? I lot of love right here, kid, with the East Boston accent.
He put some laughing emojis.
Yeah, he know what it is. He know what it is.
It's exclusive up in here, man.
Oh no, I think he left the Stoney, we haven't jumped on the actual homepage to read some of our analytics. I think I was reading the other day that East Boston Beast had left some comments for T. He did. He left some comments for Stacks. I'll read it out when I get a chance. I'll read that out.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah. It was on. It's on the YouTube actually comment page. He left some comments for you, T. Yeah, he did. So yeah, East Boston Beast. I don't know about that. He Hustle Stacks is if he say no, man, no is no.
Nah, that's my man. He's not good now. That's just the relationship me and him got going on.
Okay. So if you want to invite him on, he could get a special guest invite. That'll be
you gotta feel that dude temperature out though. He get a little, typical. I don't know how to say Caucasian from Mass. So they get a little carried away sometimes.
Hey, listen, at least we are, as long as we keep it respected, you know what I mean? Y'all could get into it, but as long as we keep it respectful, we good, man. Anybody's welcome on this tube, as far as they got some solid content to talk about. You know what I mean? We'll give you the opportunity. But yeah, East Boston Beast. Yeah, I am the guy to get on this show. And to tell you the truth, send us your we got a Gmail account. You see it running there. Send us your email account, and maybe on next week's Thursday Night Live, we'll be able to invite you on, because Thursday Night Live is one of our turn up nights. So
I think the question should have been for East Boston Beast is who I need to talk to. Not who you need to know. Because there's nobody you can know that's gonna get you in here. You need
who you need to talk to. And I think it's all four of us, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? You gotta converge with all four of us to get on this. But no, we welcome though. Right. We welcome the banter. We welcome the, as long as you have solid. If you're solid, I don't mind. And
just make sure your computer ain't no Casio bullshit that goes in and out.
Yep.
He probably got an official, being the hustling motherfucker. I know him to be. he probably got an official one.
Yo, if Stacks co-sign for you on here next week, please, just send us your email and I'll send you that link. All right, be prepared. So yeah, guys, let's move on with it. Before we, spoke to East Boston Beast, and another a Boston, how you want to say it?
He born and raised in Eastie. Born and raised.
That's cool. Cool. We all love, respect to the Bostonites or whatever, the Bostonians you might call it. We love the.
I've been up to that school before.
Yeah, I play ball in East Boston. There's a park there down in, what's the name of that area, man? Stacks. It's like right downtown East Boston. I play ball down there too, man. It's like right in it's a little ball court somewhere back there near one of those, right from one of them train stations.
Shout out to rest in peace, and shout out to Jamal Jackson. We all know that.
Damn,
exactly.
Damn, I knew he was gonna go there. You read my mind,
Stack. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you.
East Boston Beast. East Boston Beast. You're right. You took it right out of my mouth. I was gonna say Mavericks, but go ahead. Mavericks.
We went there. Look, true story. This is real quick. True story. Short, true story. We went up to East Boston. We went up there because back then it was about going to different high schools, meeting people and all that. And we ran into him. And he just straight up asked us, "Yo, what y'all doing up here?" Like on some, real funny stuff, man. We was like, "Yo, we out here chilling, man. Just checking things out, this and that." And it was cool. But that was a small interaction that we had with him, and that was a memorable moment because, I always knew that he was one of those type of dudes. He was that type of dude. Instead of saying, "Yo, what's good?" It was more like, "Yo, what we doing up there?" And we told him, "Yo, we out here chilling, man. We here to meet some people." And, everything was good after that. But it was just a small interaction it's funny because the only time I went up there, I ran into that guy. And, God rest his soul, because, I heard good things about him on the basketball court.
Yeah.
I actually got to meet him.
He actually great back. I mean, for around the way, I'm going to tell y'all, I mean, I was nowhere near that good to even get in some of these guys' league. But I played ball with Jamal when he used to come up to Madison Park and play some scrimmages with us, especially at the rec and at the gym after school. We used to spend hours in there just running ball. And Jamal used to be there a lot, and I ran ball with the dude. I played with him a couple times. He was talent, you know what I mean? He was a good talent.
Yeah, he was really good. He went
Mr. Bean.
He went to Cleveland State.
Yeah, you went to Cleveland State, got buckets. I could tell plenty stories about Maul, but shout out to this dude too, Beans. We went to middle school with him, Jaquil Henderson. He was on our East Boston team too.
Jaquil Henderson?
Yeah, Jaquil was on the Curly. He was on the Curly middle school team.
Get out of here! Oh yeah,
that year you played.
That year I played. That 1 year I played. That 1 year I played.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this out. Even though they some funny acting cats, the Mission Hill cats, they all mission dudes. You know what I'm saying? No, they all mission. Yo, shout out to Jaquil, shout out Jamal, shout out Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Prince. Remember Prince? That's right.
Sitting on a documentary about Mission basketball, bro. They sitting. I talked to Randall. I was working with him for a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to Randall.
He said they sitting on the documentary. Someone
shout
Oh, you say he's sitting on a documentary?
Shout out to Tiny.
Either they working on it or it was done and they sitting on it.
Yeah, yo, dog, it's a lot of players. If you from Boston, there's a lot of players from Mission.
Ray Turner.
Yep.
Yo,
Black
Lion, shout out, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you enjoy our podcast, man.
He asked a question too. I'll answer that.
He did. Let's go back to it. I could go back to Black Lion's question. I was just dropping everybody who's jumping in the chats. A lot of, they just saying what's up to each other. Let's jump back to his question. There go his question right there. Let me see what that says there. It says, fellas, do you think these games are won and lost in Vegas like some of the old school players are saying instead of on the field?
I disagree. No, what
do you mean you disagree? What do you mean you disagree, Stacks? Stoney, what do you mean?
I disagree that they won and lost in Vegas. I get it. A lot of the way some of these games and the things that happen in these games, I get it. And there's been incidents and stuff like that, but I don't think so. I don't think it's solely that. I don't think it's won and lost in Vegas. I mean, these players, they have a lot to play for, these teams and these franchises, and I don't think that they're going to jeopardize that because of what Vegas is trying to dictate or what their agenda is. I think it's won and lost on the field, on the playing field. And that's just what it is.
I agree, but there is some influence. You could tell there's influence. But at the end of the day,
but I don't think enough. I don't think it's enough to really worry about it.
I agree. I mean, you still gotta hit that shot. You still gotta.
Somebody's asking you a question there, Stoney.
This is Danny Ainge.
Let me reply to that. No, it ain't no fucking Rick Fox jersey. The only Boston would ask is that a fucking Rick Fox jersey. Fuck would have a Rick Fox jersey. You don't answer. See what I mean about you, man?
Come on, man.
Yo, I mean about you. That's like asking me by way of fucking. What's my man name we drafted though?
Yuri Welsh 24.
Rick Fox. Yuri Welsh wasn't on the team long enough to even establish this.
He said Yuri Welsh.
Yuri Welsh.
Fucking Rick Fox. Rick Fox. Any Celtic that went to the Lakers don't get no jersey, man. He'll get no
jersey. His jersey.
Unless you're Rondo. Rondo got
Rondo got the pass. Yeah, Rondo got the pass.
Shout out to Rondo, man. One of my favorite Celtics of all time, man.
Hold on. What do you say?
Shout out to Rondo. Yeah, definitely. You're right. You damn right, SB. You damn right. They ain't got us that number 17. And he put it all on the line too.
Yeah, he sure enough did.
Because as you see, what happened after the big three, it was a little, it came down to some good drafting.
Right.
Yeah. Danny Ainge, man, you got to give him props, man. He came here and put a good team together, and he left us, man, like in good hands, and he left us in a good position, man.
He sure did.
I respect him for that. That's why I probably wear this jersey, because he didn't just leave here and left this franchise in shambles, man. He left this franchise in a good spot, good position to move forward in due time, and that's what they're doing right now. Shout out to Danny Ainge, no doubt.
Well, this comment by
Black is a fucking bozo. I won't even.
But let me read.
Though I can't talk too much because I'm in Tampa, but go ahead, those preach.
He's a fucking bozo.
What's up with Warren? What's up with Warren?
He's always saying some weird shit or getting fucking caught up with some bullshit and I don't know. Listen, he played in the NFL. I can't say he didn't hear that. I just don't respect it coming from him. You understand what I'm saying?
No, and you know what? It's too much. It's too much that has to go into this. It's too much going on.
Yeah, because if you get it back, right? The other 10 players gotta follow what you do on the field. If I'm a wide receiver, I could drop a pass, but my coach is gonna. You can just tell when some fuck shit's going on. Football's a team. That's the ultimate team game. Don't get me wrong, basketball is too, but football you gotta literally run in unison, bro. You gotta be in unison, bro. One guy can freestyle on a basketball court. You can't freestyle on a football field, my guy. So I gotta agree with Crook. It's just too hard to do that.
It's too hard. And then and not only that though, everybody has to be in line. Everybody.
That's what I said. You
got so much to lose.
Basketball, you can do it all day. Let's keep it 100.
Way more to
done
lose.
it.
then you could win. Especially
I was gonna say, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is not. If this was the 80s and maybe the early 90s, okay, I get it. The money's that significant if you're going on in a different direction,
right?
Trying to alter the game. That's the 80s and 90s because the money was way more out of the game than it was in the game. But now it's just you have too many opportunities. The money's much better now. Your career is much longer, much more secure as far as financials. It's just too much.
You got kids in college that are making millions of dollars that won't even make the NFL.
To be messing around like that, or to be trying to alter the game, or doing whatever it has to do, because whatever they're gonna give you is not gonna be worth what you can get in the league long term. Because right now, even NFL, they making good money right now.
It's legal.
Good, man.
It's legal.
They known for not having guaranteed contracts, but if you're a good player, you're gonna get compensated because now all these new players, they setting that precedence now.
They setting the precedent. They setting the precedent. They setting the stage.
Look at these quarterbacks. What they getting right now? Guaranteed, man. They getting over 100 million guaranteed. Come on, man. No matter what position you play, if you're really good at that position, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
You're getting paid right now, so you don't need to do that. You don't need to go that low.
Yo. Let me just hit the disclaimer real quick. Yo, thank you, guys, everybody who's joining us in on the chat. We appreciate it. This is Parlay with us. I can't even, the way this chat is going today, I love it, man. Keep it up. Please join the chat. We appreciate it. Everything from Facebook, YouTube, X, everything. Get on it. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
So like I was saying,
everything is fair. Everything is fair. What they talking about? Everything is a fair question, a fair way of looking at it. It's fair, to think that way. It's fair,
Yeah. SB said Danny Dimes is stealing money.
He don't get no money on the show.
From Utah?
Nah. Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes. My bad. Look. SB, my bad. You got me in that Danny Ainge mode, man. My bad. I thought you were still on it, but you right. You are absolutely right. He is stealing money, man, and that's on the Giants. That's on the Giants. That's on the Giants.
He said so happy. Yo, that's my man. That's another East Boston kid. That's my man Madness, though, aka the ill white dude. Yeah.
Oh, I seen him drop. He dropped his. He says at Madness. Is that his?
Yeah. AKA the ill white dude, man. Yo, that's
okay.
Shout out to Madness.
Mac gonna be holding. He's gonna be holding the clipboard this week.
Yo,
that's what's going on with him.
Oh man,
Mac is stealing money, but Mac, I mean, you're right. Mac is
stealing small money.
Yeah, he ain't really stealing money because he ain't really stealing back.
He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he ain't stealing shit.
Yeah, he's stealing small money, man.
He's getting regular paper. Danny Dimes is getting real money.
Danny Deuce.
Yeah, Danny Dimes he got that guaranteed money already.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to move Danny Dimes.
Oh, he ain't moving.
They can't move him.
Now who is now? Y'all got me confused. Who's Danny Dimes now?
Danny Jones.
They call him Daniel. They call Daniel Jones.
They call him that.
Why? What, he was throwing dimes? Y'all thought they thought he was?
He was throwing dimes. He was throwing dimes for a little bit, man. He fooled the Giants, man. He was throwing dimes for a good 3-4 games. Like
he robbed.
I'm glad you said that.
Yo,
3 or
listen.
4 games.
Yo, SB,
Brian
you're
Daboll,
right. He's still
hold on. Brian Daboll went to bat for him and got him that contract, bro.
Got him that contract, bro. Can you imagine how? If I'm the ownership, my eyes is on that dude, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you told us to give him this money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That was a bad assessment on him, man. I mean, Because they was balling last year. The last 4 or 5 games, they was balling, man. They beat top teams last year. I think they beat the Eagles. They beat the Cowboys. Remember, they beat the Cowboys last year. They was balling, man. They almost made the playoffs. Or did they? They made the playoffs last year.
They made the playoffs, and they won a game.
That's why. That's what got them the contract. I knew it was something. They made a run last year, and they won the playoffs, and I think somebody was hurt. Was Barkley hurt? I think Barkley
played. Barkley played.
Shout out to Stacks, though, because Stacks never liked him.
Look, they felt like they felt like
he never liked the Daniel Jones.
Never liked him.
Never liked him.
Barkley, who you didn't like, Stacks?
Daniel Jones. Dude said he's a thief.
Yeah, I saw some intangibles last year. He played a game. I think it was against Minnesota last year. They played a primetime game last year, and he played a hell of a game, man. When I tell you hell of a game, he ran when he was supposed to. He threw it when he was supposed to. Everything he did it at the right time, and that's what won him the game. And I thought that he was here to stay. I thought he was here to stay, but I was wrong.
You on here defending Daniel Jones
last year? It's what I saw last year.
I said that Stacks, it was the IPAs last year. That's what it was. Last year.
Nah, man, he was balling last year. I'm telling you how I
well.
He had 19 touchdowns. That's a basic QBR.
No, but what I'm telling you is
touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
I know.
How was he balling?
He was running.
Listen, look at the last 5 games he played last year.
You ain't selling me. I ain't buying that bag.
Okay, listen, I was commenting on a game that he played. I seen his potential. If he was able to keep up that potential, it'll be a different story right now. We'll be talking about him in a different way.
Okay, I'm gonna say something to you. Daniel Jones had a great year last year. Not great year, okay year, because Barkley had a great year. That's it. And then you pay Daniel Jones and don't pay Saquon. I'm blown by that.
Remember, they won on the road last year.
Dog, Minnesota was shaky. Minnesota was shaky anyway.
No one's paying running backs no more.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. No one's paying the running back.
I was fooled. And that's what I'm telling you right
now.
I'm
not saying they shouldn't get paid. I'm just telling you they're not paying.
Yeah, they're not paying the running back.
Who's not paying them? Paying who?
No one.
No one's paying the running back. Nobody's paying the running back.
No, they'll pay the running back early.
Zeke was it Zeke? Was it Zeke to get the last big one?
Look, running backs get one contract. They get one contract. They'll get one bag. They'll get one bag. They're not a type of player that will get multiple bags.
Yeah,
they'll get one bag.
Yeah, my man from Indy just got paid.
That's right. He's the last one that got paid. Jonathan Taylor.
And that was one bag. He's not getting another one.
No, he ain't.
No, he ain't. You're right.
So that's what it is with running back. That's why they got to make the best of it. Because
listen to East Boston's. Listen, before we're gonna go down in the slate. We're gonna go down the NFL Week 13 slate in a few seconds. Let's go down that slate. But listen, do y'all see this stat that East Boston Beast put it up there? Can somebody check that stat?
I mean, I would have to look at that stat, man. That's a hell of a stat, but I don't believe that stat's that accurate.
Nah, me neither. You must have got that. What's that?
It's not that accurate because it just doesn't add up. You know.
No. What's that one phony website? Ballsack Sports. You must have got that.
That's
stat from. You gonna tell me Daniel Jones? Josh Allen almost won MVP.
That's what I'm saying. Look
let me tell you something.
Look what he put
he's totally wrong. You know how he's totally wrong? He's totally wrong off the rip. All due respect, East Boston Beast, but remember, Daniel Jones, he hasn't played this season. He has not played this season. He's been out this season. Josh Allen, he's breaking records. He's playing. He's been playing. He hasn't been out none of the 5 seasons. Daniel Jones missed a lot.
Josh Allen has went to the playoffs and won games.
Went to the playoffs and won the game. Yeah. Like what?
So that's what I'm saying. That stat's kind of crazy for me.
He's been to the playoffs every year since what? His first year, maybe? I don't know. He's been to the playoffs every year since he's been on the Bills.
I think his first year he didn't go.
Maybe his first year, but
maybe not the first year.
Even after that, that's why it just that math doesn't add up. It just doesn't. I don't believe that
He
at
said,
all.
Beef said B. John's gonna get paid.
He might. He might.
No, you say no.
No. Why? Because he catches it so well out the back.
They don't age well.
Yo, listen. My guys from East Boston that's tuning in. I love you guys. Yo, you guys are giving us so much content right now that we can't even
send some
I love it. No, I love it. No, I love it. It keeps the show. It keeps the show moving. They into it. It keeps the show moving. They engaged. I love it. This is what I envision. People being engaged in our conversation and giving us more conversation to get engaged with. So yeah, when y'all put out stuff like this, I'm always gonna put you guys comment up there because y'all comment means something, and you know what I mean, unless it's some bullshit. But yeah, man. Josh Allen, yeah, he might be looking bad this year, but I wouldn't want to mess with Josh Allen in the playoffs, though.
Another thing, Beans, with that all being said, I'll take that motherfucker right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm waiting right now. I'm gonna take a future on Buffalo. I'm just waiting right now. I'm just waiting for the right time, man. I'm gonna take them to do some damage. Because right now they're out the playoff picture, so I just got to see something. I need to see them much closer to make the playoffs, and then I'm gonna pull the trigger on them.
And not only that, like my man Russo said right there, he's always healthy. You know what I'm saying? The way he plays, he's never hurt. He's always healthy. I mean, if you're gonna hate on Josh Allen, you got to hate on Brett Favre. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? It took Brett a while to win. Brett used to sling that thing and throw intos too. You know what I'm saying? But I like Josh. I just think Josh, he played good enough to win that game last week. I tell you that. That wasn't his. I think the defense kind of laid down a little bit. If you ask
you,
me.
might be.
I agree.
Yo, Beast from the East, Boston Beast. You might be right. Jalen Hurts might be the best QB in the NFL right now. Now.
They're about to lose to San Fran
right now. I'm just saying. Right now, quarterback.
I threw an early best bet on y'all right now, man.
You know what I mean? So
I threw it. Look, what team? I know you want to come in and say
Hey, they don't. He gonna
want to say something about that.
They had him in the Mystic River.
Listen,
we tried to tell you, Storm.
Hey, listen. I gamble, so I would never go at Crook because I gamble. But I'm like, you know,
remember, don't try to tell
me. Crook, I was worried about you, right man. Here, I'm like, you ain't on the text. You ain't answer no calls. Like, did you? What happened, my guy? But Crook, we real gamblers, so I would never be like I told you so and all that, because you know what could happen. I could catch an L that night, but
no, I know how it would be. You know how this game
but I was worried about you, my guy, because you said the college tuition joint. I was
oh, no question. I told you guys.
So he said I'm throwing the house on the Chiefs. We both said, whoa.
Listen.
But I would never say I told you so just because I gamble too, and it's hard. It's hard.
The only reason I wouldn't
it's fine.
is because those receivers were dropping the ball way too much even before that game.
But look, but when look, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. The loss is the loss. Whatever. There's no excuses. But two drops.
But that's what we were telling you though.
They've been doing that all year. That's what we were saying all year.
That's what he's talking. We said that.
My man had it in his hands into the end zone.
Okay, Stoney. Before you made that bet, have you been watching the Chiefs all year? Because they've been doing that.
Yeah,
all year. Every game.
Let me tell you.
I'm telling you, I'm not. The Chiefs are scary and they're very beatable. I'm telling you, nobody in the AFC is scared of Kansas City no more.
I just feel like it was a good spot. I feel like it was a good spot at home. They was off the bye. If you see Kansas City record off the bye, it's incredible. I think they're 10-1. They have a great record off the bye. It was a small number. It was a great spot on the road. Philly's been, they've been pretty much getting lucky, man. Philly's been getting lucky a lot, man. A lot of games been tight. a lot of games been coming down to like one fumble here, one missed catch here. It's been real tight. And when you're
but they winning those battles. They winning those battles though.
Yes, but when you're a team that plays on the edge like that, there's always a game that's gonna bite you in the ass. And that game is going to be the game they're going to play against San Fran.
He's Boston Beast. He's Boston Beast. We spoke about this about 2 weeks ago on the podcast, or about a week ago. Stoney did mention that
he's Boston. Go binge
watch some of our YouTube joints back on YouTube. Everything's saved there. It's in our podcast playlist.
But the way
we talked about that.
You said they've been winning close games. You say winning close games, but I'm saying Jalen Hurts just brought them back. He's that good. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not down on him. If the opposing teams would have made those one key plays, it wouldn't have mattered what he would have done. You know, he got that opportunity.
Tom Brady when he had that run too.
Stoney, I don't want to I don't want to interrupt your comment, but Stoney, isn't that to be said about when Pat Mahomes was on his rise?
Yeah.
All
the great ones.
Think about when Pat Mahomes was on his rise. You just said what Stacks just said.
No, truthfully so, but
Hurts is winning those games. Hurts is coming back and winning those games.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
And that was the same thing Pat Mahomes was doing in the beginning of the Chiefs' rise after Brady stepped off from the wingling. Even when Brady got his ass smacked the last year when he was here by the Chiefs, that's when the Chiefs knew they was on their move. When they beat up Brady that last year to go to whatever I think it was the conference finals or whatever it was. So Hurts is in the same position. He's winning these games it's a team effort, but he's a good quarterback, just like Pat Mahomes.
Yo, and I'm not doubting that. But my point is, how long are you going to sustain that, especially when you're playing great teams one after another? These guys have been playing great teams one after another. The KCs, the Buffaloes, now they got San Fran. How long are you going to sustain that against great teams? And I feel like that luck is going to run out.
So you're saying this weekend is an L though? They playing San Fran this weekend, so that's an L.
I have to say it's going to be an L because of what the number is. The number is -2.5, and that's why I got it at. So I have to say it's going to be an L, you know. But
so
if they win, it's not going to be convincingly. You know, it's going to be probably like a last-minute field goal.
You say that, but they are. If they win, they beat a fully loaded San Francisco team. That's big. That's big. A lot of people can't say they beat. When Philly was fully loaded, a lot of people can't say they beat them. All them losses came when Trent Williams and Debo was out. They're playing Sunday. So if Philly beat Jalen Hurts and them beat that fully loaded San Francisco team, he's not MVP. It ain't even close.
He should be the MVP anyway.
Well, listen to this, right? So I know how I told you
you're right, though, but I'm just saying he really gonna stand.
He'll solidify.
Listen to this. You know, because I did say I put my kids' tuition on that KC game. I didn't put both of their tuitions. I just put one. My other kids' tuition is going down.
Yeah, Crook.
They can always go to Bunker Hill, Crook.
I'm about to double up, man. Because my second kid, her tuition, you know, she wants to go. She wants to go to a more expensive school than my first, so I'm gonna double up. You know what I mean? So hers is going on San Fran, and I'm letting it be known, man. I'm putting my second child, my youngest.
You know what?
Going on San Fran.
I ain't even mad at you, bro.
I'm taking San Fran.
He's
real
confident.
Plus
in
three,
that,
guys. +3. Let me just be clear. +3. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I'm taking them +3.
Okay.
We'll get into it more in terms of like, you know, best bets and all that, but I'm just giving you guys a hint.
That is a big game. That is
big. Yeah, that is a big game.
Is that an 8:00 game? Is that a night?
Nah, 4:20.
4:25.
8:00 at night, bro. That's a match.
No, we need it early. What we gonna talk about Sunday night?
Yeah, we're right.
You're right.
We need it early because if it's a Sunday night game, all eyes are gonna be on some screen. We're gonna do the show, and everybody's eyes are gonna be somewhere else.
Let's not real quick. Let's not act like Eagles don't have a Pro Bowl roster either, bro. Like that roster's stacked, my guy.
Yeah.
That roster's stacked, bro.
Yeah, they do. They do.
People seem to forget that the Eagles probably got the best. In my opinion, they got the best roster in the NFL. You know why?
We talked about that though, because they draft well.
Yeah, they do everything right. They do everything right. The assistant coach's name is right.
But I look at the revenge factor too. Like a lot of revenge games are pretty good on the team that lost.
You know who's a big? I'm sorry, Crib. You know who's? We're already into the game, so basically, this is us talking about the game. But I think Purdy's key to this game too, because I agree. We could do all the front running shit when he's at home and it's nice weather and all that, I like Purdy. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how they got to their roster. They got a good roster. Yeah. See, that's the thing is, it don't matter how you get to your roster. You get to your roster whether you drafted, traded. I'm one of them people, so long as it's a good roster, I like it. But anyway, Purdy needs to show up in these games.
It's gonna be a good game, man.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game.
But the rest of the slate is.
I can care less about any other games but that game.
Can I put this one disclaimer in there? Can I put this one disclaimer in there?
Why can't we?
If the Eagles get to Purdy early, Eagles got it.
Oh yeah, but that's I feel you, Beans, but that's most.
It's gonna be hard.
Quarterback in a month early. It's usually.
It's gonna be hard. His outlet is McCaffrey.
Nobody's gonna be hard.
Can somebody look up? Can somebody? No. Let me ask y'all a question. Can somebody look up the stat? How fast he gets rid of the ball?
But
2-3 seconds.
Why it's gonna be hard? Trent Williams is back. That's why it's gonna be hard. You're not touching him on the left side.
And not even just that. They're gonna run all that shit with Debo in the backfield. They're gonna have two back sets with McCaffrey and Debo in the backfield. They're gonna have Kittle running wild. They're gonna have IU. It's what Purdy's gonna do. Because didn't he got hurt last year, right? In that game early?
Yeah. In the championship game. Yeah, he got was it the championship game?
Yeah, that was NFC championship game.
Yeah, so
NFC championship. Yep, he got hurt early.
He don't have much. I'm just saying, to me, he's the key to that game. Obviously, he's a quarterback.
I agree.
You're gonna be like, oh, of course he's the key, but this is different, bro, because I think he's actually gonna have to throw the ball this year. I don't think he's gonna be able to sit with and just run it with McCaffrey. As good as he is, and I'm a big fan of McCaffrey, they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to throw the ball.
He's been throwing the ball. He's been throwing it because Ayuk's numbers are up.
He has. He has
to throw it. I'm with Doe on that. They're gonna have to throw the ball to win this game against the Eagles.
Because they like running it. Let's not get it twisted. They love running that thing, but I think they're gonna have to throw it this week.
Yeah, they got the receivers to throw it if they choose to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, Kittle
and Debo. Yeah, you good.
How's that?
And the money receivers are good too. You got Ray McLeod. They decent.
Yeah, but how does Jennings? How does Philly's defense match up against the tight end? Kittle is like a wide receiver.
You need to remember too, Philly's secondary is a little suspect.
It is.
Yeah, you can throw on Philly.
You can throw on Philly.
You can throw on San Fran too.
Don't let those dudes. Don't let that front seven of Philly be nice and ready and amped to go on Sunday. Purdy gonna have some issues. Just remember, I told you guys that. Just remember that. If that front seven early in the game can tee off, we're gonna have issues with stunts and who's the defensive coordinator
for who?
Philly.
That's the old Arizona coach. I forget his name. That's the old Arizona coach. Black dude. I know that. I just can't remember.
I forget his name.
Young dude. What's his name?
No, he's San
Francisco. He's the old Arizona coach. Remember that? He got that.
No, he's from San Francisco. You said Philly, right? My brother?
I said Philly.
Philly. Yeah, he's young.
Young dude. I forget his name. He's young. Wilkes is the one for San Fran.
Damn, what's that coach?
Yeah, Wilson from San Fran.
But there's a young dude from Philly. I forget his name. He's a young cat. He's actually up and coming.
Yeah. Actually talks about him getting a job.
He might get a job.
Yeah. I forget his name, man.
Maybe the Patriots.
I forget his name. His name ringing a bell to me.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
I was so proud of us today. We went almost an hour without talking about the fucking pass.
But I thought we was going to talk about it. But no, hold on.
I feel the vibe.
We're going to give him. No, I had, you know what? I didn't have time, and I had a good question I was going to put out there for the post. I was going to put a post out there and ask a question, but I'll ask the question when I run down the slate.
This slate is terrible, man. This slate
let's get started. Let's get started. As tonight's game goes, we're not 7 minutes into the game. It looks like 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Seahawks just went up 7-3 on the Cowboys. Just scored. Just so you guys know. So that's the score right now in the first quarter. Seahawks 7-3 with 7:28 left in the first quarter. Now to go,
who took that 9.5. They're looking good right now, but it's still early.
So let's start with this week's game. No, I'm gonna leave this first one that I'm looking at to talk about it later first, okay?
I know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Right, let's go. So we're saying we're gonna go. The Steelers are gonna. I mean, the Cardinals are gonna meet the Steelers. I don't know what to think about that game. They got Pittsburgh -5.5. We could talk about the you could talk about the Spurs. Who do you guys think? Something to talk about, something not to talk about, but that's one of the first games I'll talk about today on the slate.
I can help you with that real quick.
Go ahead.
Looking at the under in that game.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm gonna be honest with you, that 6, I would lean Cardinals. Because I feel like they'll keep it tight. You got to remember the Steelers, they're not a scoring team. Like they're not this high-powered offense. They like to run the ball. They like to milk the clock. They like to manage the game. That's just how they like to play. They like to play slow, methodical. And when you talking about 6 points, you got to look at that opposing team in terms of they're going to keep it tight because the Steelers are not out here to blow you out. They just out here to just keep you behind. And you're going to always be in distance, but they like to play their games close. So I would strongly play the under, and I would lean the Cardinals. I would even wait. Let it go up to 6.5. Let it go up to 6.5. If the money's coming in on the Steelers. But I like the under 41, and I would lean Cardinals +6. I feel like it's going to be a tight game like that. That's like the Steelers love to play those tight.
Where's that?
It looks like they're playing in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
Yo, Pittsburgh is a quiet 7-4.
They love to play like that. Pittsburgh plays tight. Look at all the games that they played. Think about any game that they played that day.
They got a different OC now though.
They play tight, man. Every game, every time you look at them, they down. They drive in the kick of game-winning field goal. I never see them winning convincingly, like where you're just comfortable. Like
I heard what Stack said about the different OC, but I'm looking at it like that's one of those another bumping coach type shits. I don't see them maintaining that 400-yard a game.
Yeah,
maybe this week, but going forward, I don't.
Look at their last 4 or 5 games. 2016.
But I know what Stacks meant though, because they had a bump in yardage. They gained like 400 something yards total offense.
But
I think that's when the bump.
Like you said, that new offensive coordinator could be a little shot in the arm that they need.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
16-10 the last game. I guess a Bengals deep team that didn't even have.
And like Joe said, the Cardinals are fucking tanking on purpose. So I can see Pittsburgh being.
They trying to get my second pick. Fuck them.
But that's what I think about that game, though.
They trying to get my y'all know what I'm working on. They trying to get my second pick. So let me move down the slate. Sorry guys, I got.
We may not even need that, man.
Buy it. Need what?
We need multiple.
I'm trading that shit down. I'm trading. No. Honestly, Crook, I'm trading that pick down.
Come on, Sean, man. Don't turn into Bill on me. Come on, man.
Nah, bro. We got so many holes, my guy.
I don't want that USC quarterback.
He cries too much. That nigga.
Forget him. I don't care about him. Y'all don't. There's other quarterbacks. This is right now. They said this draft is a heavy quarterback.
We ain't get him anyway.
Heavy quarterback draft.
He's going number one. He's going number one anyway.
It's a heavy quarterback draft. Come on, Doe. You was with me.
If you draft him, you have to draft this
right here.
I don't want him. I don't want him.
You don't want him.
He's going number one. There's no way Chicago passes up on that.
And here we go with it. Yo, what's with these? What's with these Bostonians talking about Drake May? Michael Penix is the prototype quarterback that you need to play, bro. Like, this dude's solid. I've been hearing on these Boston radio shows and all that.
You know why, man.
Drake May.
Let's just go down the slate.
Let's talk about the in the room.
Yo, Doe, I getting Bo Nix and I'm getting Drake.
It's the same reason why
it's like they jumping. Yo, Stacks, they jumping over my man. They jumping over your man from LSU, and they jumping over Michael Penix. Like,
it's the same reason why we drafted Michael Smith instead of Tim Hardaway. You already know what the fuck it is, bro.
Yo, listen, hold on. And all of a sudden, please look at Drake. He lost to fucking Virginia, my nigga. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? He's not in Virginia. He lost to fucking Virginia. When we take Caleb Williams off this list for crying in the crowd, you take him off the list for losing to Virginia. One win team.
That's real.
Don't get on the list. He's off the list. Scratch him off the list.
Scratch him off the list, yo. I'm telling you. When you walk, listen, and I'm not jumping on the Washington kid because
that motherfucker's gonna be
I'm jumping on him because I watched this kid's game for the past 2 seasons. Stacks know more about the kid game than I do, but I watched this kid's game for the past 2 seasons. He's a solid QB. He's big. He's strong. He can run. He can throw. The arm is crazy. Why are they passing over Michael?
Shout out to my college basketball bets tonight. I'm fucking on the burner. I haven't watched college basketball.
He said, yo, listen, he said was average in where? In Indiana, you said? Indiana?
He ain't there no more.
He ain't there no
more.
That was more than 2 seasons ago. That was more than 2 seasons, bro. So whatever you're talking about, I don't know. Watch him now in Washington. Watch the last 2 seasons, and then we'll talk. Penix is the move, bro. Penix. Ooh. But anyway, let me go down the slate because I know we're gonna start. We could go through this all day. The coaches. Yes, let's go down. The coaches meeting the Titans. Indiana -1.
Where are they playing?
I don't know. They playing in Tennessee. Indianapolis coaches. I
like Tennessee.
Indianapolis coaches acquired 6-5. They over.
They don't have Taylor. They got Zach Moss, but I don't know, man. Tennessee.
They got Minshew.
Yeah, I like Tennessee in that one. I like Tennessee.
So East Boston Beast, you saying Penix is a system QB? Don't the Patriots need a system QB? Just think about that.
He might be talking about. No, he ain't.
So let's go down there.
This
next game.
Brutal.
It's kind of brutal. Yo, Doe, it's kind of brutal, but the Broncos-Texans game is a nice game, though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good
one. That's a good one. That's a Sunday 1 o'clock game.
I'm with Stoney on that one. I'll take the Broncos. He talked about.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Broncos.
You taking the Broncos?
They in Denver.
They got
they're playing in Houston.
They got their mojo.
It looks like they're playing in Houston.
They're playing in Houston.
Yo, Stoney, they winning games on the low too. Nobody talk about them, but they easing up the chart, bro.
Who, Broncos?
Yeah, they are, man. They're 6-5. They've been winning, man. Look, ever since they got spanked, like blown the hell out.
Man, I like Houston in that game. I'm fucking with Houston.
They might have had some shit.
Houston, man. That
Penix is a juiced up Tua. Hey, I'll take it, bro. Wouldn't you take Tua?
I'll take Tua right now. I'll take Tua.
Right?
Yeah,
I'll take Tua.
I mean, yeah, I'll take Tua, man.
SB,
I'll take that
you
risk.
take Tua. So if Penix is a juiced up Tua, why we don't want Penix? You know what I mean? He said he's straight and but I need Caleb and nah, man, he's too soft, bro.
Too soft, man.
He's too soft, fam.
Yeah, but he's going number 1 though.
We ain't getting 1. We're getting 2.
You think we're getting 2?
We're getting 2.
And then Belichick's gonna trade that.
Belichick ain't gonna be here.
Yeah, I agree with
so.
on that
I hope so. That's a good comeback. I hope so. I'm hoping that.
At least somebody agrees with me. El Polio. Say it. Stoney, help me out. Stoney, help me out. What's his name?
El Pollo Loso.
El Pollo Loso. Thank you. See, that's why I got my
crazy chicken.
Something like that. I meant to say Pollo Loco if he wanted to say that.
Oh, Pollo Loco. Crazy
Loco
chicken.
with a C.
With a C.
But we got you though. We know what you're talking about. Yeah, that crazy chicken, man. You know
that.
That
El Pollo Loso. The only Puerto Rican dude I know don't drink beer, don't eat pork. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You say he's Puerto Rican and he don't drink beer or eat pork.
Half Puerto Rican, don't know what meat I mean. Don't eat no pork and don't drink no beer.
He ain't Puerto Rican.
Not at all.
Yep, Penix is he.
Yeah, Michael Penix. Yeah, he does have a nice height.
I don't know,
but I like Marvin Harrison Jr.
Somebody just put that up there, man.
No, but he's right. I would take him first if I was a Pats.
You would take. See, that's the thing. I
take him.
I can't see taking a wide receiver at number 1.
You need that wide receiver. You need that guy, that playmaker. The quarterback. I think you'll get that. You'll get that, man. But you got to get a Marvin Harrison Jr. Come on. You see what Marvin Harrison did for Peyton? Come on.
Yeah, though,
I understand that. I understand what you're saying.
I'm going Marvin Harrison. If he's there on the board when we pick, I'm taking him.
He said so he's saying the lefty shit scares me, no cap. I understand what you're saying, but wasn't Mike Vick he was a great lefty thrower. He just wasn't accurate, but he was a good lefty thrower. This kid could throw the ball. Who's winning the Heisman? Who's winning the Heisman? They asked us questions as we going down the state, but that's fine. I love these questions. Who's winning the Heisman? Jr. Marvin, you think so?
Yep.
The kid from TC, the kid from LSU is in the running. That kid touchdown numbers is very surprising to me.
It is. I was shocked by that too.
Yo, Stoney, 50 touch. I don't know how much he got now, but last time I checked, it was 50 and 4. 50 and 4.
50 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Yeah, he got the Heisman.
50 and 4, Stoney.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In the SEC. In
the SEC conference. Think about that, Stoney. Somebody took Irvin Fryer number 1. We took Irvin Fryer. Oh yeah, but that was
Irvin was good for us. What are you talking
He
about?
was good for us, but we had the quarterback to throw to Irvin at the time, right?
Yeah.
Steve Grogan, right?
Tony Easton. They had the QB to throw to him. That's why they picked him number 1. They thought they had the QB to get him the ball. We need the QB to get a wide receiver the ball. Start there first, man. I think that's what we got. You know what I mean?
I would get the wide receiver first. I think it's really.
You said not the O'Tua may die in Foxborough.
Bro, I'm telling you, listen, you right.
Tua will move around this. He would move with this offensive line.
Listen,
Come on.
The number one move the Patriots.
He would move with the offensive line. Go ahead.
It's real simple. Short and simple. Just get rid of Bill. Get rid of his son. Clean slate, clean everybody, and bring in a new regime in there because, trust me, that new regime, if they got that draft pick and Marvin Harrison's there on the board, they taking him.
You think?
I know.
When you know, most people know that this team needs a quarterback, you think they take him already. So you say, okay, all right. Since you're saying that, hold on. I'm about to read your mind. I'm about to read your mind.
I'm about to make a great point.
Doe, watch this. I'm about to read Stoney's mind.
Go ahead.
Stoney's mind is saying, pick Marvin Harrison Jr. and let Mac throw the ball to him. Oh my God.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Let me tell you something.
No, Stoney. No.
I'm about to make my point right now. Think about.
We only get number one, and that's the second round, the second or third. We only get one of those.
What?
We don't get two.
No, we don't. Listen, the quarterback. I don't know too many number one quarterbacks that led their team to a Super Bowl. If you look at the track record, that's
I'm not looking for the Super Bowl now. I'm looking for
but I'm just saying, like
Ben Roethlisberger.
Quarterbacks. No, he wasn't like a high pick.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Look at the draft. Ben was first round.
First round, yeah, but not like
number one player.
Not a top
number one.
Top 10.
You got to say number one overall, but look at for me.
I know you, man.
I'm just saying number one pick. I mean, like that team's number one
top
pick.
5, top 7.
No, I know.
Thanks, SB. Thanks, FB.
Let me tell you something. Let me break something down to you guys. The Patriots never had that game-changing wide receiver in the draft. Never. Thank God that we was able to get Randy Moss in trades. To name a few, David Patton, Dante Stallworth. If you run down all these wide receivers, we've struggled with wide receivers. Now we have a chance to get a game changer, to me, a future Hall of Famer.
I understand
a wide receiver that could just be that cornerstone, because I think at quarterback we could address that in so many different ways. We can address that, but when you got that type of game changing wide receiver, when you got that chance to get that, come on, Tyreek Hill. Should I go far? Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill was a late round. Tyreek Hill was that, I believe, second round though. They
I know, but it's like you need that playmaker. You need a play. Quarterback is only as good as the playmakers that you surround them with. That's why I can't.
A legitimate point, but.
Look at the other night. It showed Mahomes did everything he could do, but he didn't have wide receivers to catch those balls.
Yeah, Stoney, but like you said, all those teams you saying, but they already had the quarterback in place.
I know.
They already had the quarterback in place. We don't have the quarterback in place.
Look, my point is, this is their chance to, for the first time in the history of their franchise, that they can draft.
Okay, let's say you draft Marvin Harrison. Where you go from
there? Receiver.
Where you go from there? If you draft Marvin Harrison, where you go from there?
That's my question.
Oh,
you know what?
You want to hear something?
If somebody said this,
we could do so many things. There's so many quarterbacks.
Somebody said this.
Quarterbacks don't even pan out.
No, we ain't doing that, Cousins.
I agree with you, dog. I don't want Cousins. Not off the
we can't. See, this is what happens when you open up this conversation. You get weirdo shit. Listen, listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, bro. The way it looks now, if you get. I was trending quarterback, but I'm not going to front. I got to say that Harrison kid, I wouldn't mind taking, because I don't think you're going to get Caleb or Drake or Penix. I don't think you're going to get them. Because I have a feeling. You know what people are sleeping on? Tampa Bay. What's Tampa Bay's record right now?
But I don't understand how you say that when right now, based on our record, though, they say we're at 2 or 3 wins.
There's 6 games left.
But based on a projection of the games, that's the slates that's in front of us, they saying we might not get past 3
wins. The Patriots gonna have the second or third.
They having the second or third pick.
No, right now they're at the 3rd pick.
Yes, they got the second or third.
And if they lose the rest of their games,
they have the 3rd pick. And
they have the 3rd pick right now. That's what it's saying.
Chicago's gonna take Caleb Williams 1. That's
Chicago. Carolina, and then you got
don't forget though, Chicago has Carolina's picks.
Well, that's right, you're right. Carolina, who's it? Arizona, they're taking a quarterback.
I don't see them.
I don't see it.
Man, though.
I don't see it.
They
gave him the money. They just gave him the money.
They're gonna get
that
matters.
matters.
Get rid of his ass.
That matters, though. They're not there. That's the team who's picking Marvin Harrison.
Yo, who?
I agree. I agree with that, though. I agree with that, Beans. You're right.
What's Tampa Bay's record?
I can see them take Marvin Harrison.
What's Tampa Bay's record?
Tampa Bay got like 5-6 wins.
They got 5-something wins, man. Yo, we doghouse, bro.
They fuck around. They might. They don't look.
Listen,
good.
you listen. You put me at the GM. Patriots are gonna be 500 next year, man. Easily. Minimum.
But listen,
I got that talent, and I know what they need.
But I just want to know where's the option at QB.
Listen, let me tell y'all. Let me just say this real quick.
Stacks, look at all the top quarterbacks in the league right now. Tell me which quarterback was a high draft.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is, where are you gonna go at that spot? I hear what you're saying, but tell me where you gonna. Who are you?
We can make moves. We can make moves. We listen. Belichick.
Who those, Tony? That's what I'm asking you. Who?
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Sean, he said he'll cross you over.
The Patriots for the
last. I don't fuck around with ball no more.
Patriots for the last 4 or 5 years.
Young guy.
Listen, for the last 4 or 5 years, the Patriots been super cheap, way under the salary cap. They haven't been spending. They haven't been spending any draft picks. They haven't been doing shit for the last 4 or 5 years. They got so many resources, so many ways to get a quarterback that they feel that's going to help their team. They have so many resources. They haven't been doing shit. Listen, they have not been over the salary cap for like I said, the last 4 or 5 years since Brady left. They've been well under the salary cap. They got so many draft picks. They got so much money that Belichick just been keeping in his damn pocket with his cheap
let me jump in that real quick. From what I heard,
quarterback that they want, and they can get them.
They do have a lot of picks, but let me just let you know.
They got so much resources.
Let me let you know. They have a draft pick, only one in each of the rounds up until they get to 6, because they sold those over when they picked up those. Who did they get? I forget what they were saying. Somebody they gave up. Whoever they got, they gave up the 7th rounder, and they gave up a 6th rounder last year or some shit like that, or this year. So they only have a pick in each round, because we are going to get the number 3 pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We don't have no picks in 6 and 7. Now, with that being said, I don't think after 2 teams in front of us, and we're number 3, they, like you said, Chicago's going to pick their quarterback, Caleb Williams. Arizona's going to pick their wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. If we see, thank you for the balloons, that was lovely. If we see, whoever did it, if we see the Patriots at number 3 could figure out some which way to trade down and get 5 and let's say 10 for that 3 and give up a 5th and whatever in the next 2 years, whatever. If they can land your Drake May or your Penix at number 5, I'm reasoning with that. And then they can pick up another solid player at number 10 or 12. Reason why I'm saying that, we've picked up solid players, i.e. Gerard Mayo, at number 10 before. So we can still get a good solid player at 10 and 12 and 11. But that, if y'all want to talk trade down like Doe's saying. But me, no. I'm taking the 3rd pick, and I'm picking my quarterback as the future. But if y'all think that somehow we could finagle, the furthest I will respect the Patriots to do is to drop down to 5. If you go lower than 5, you guys are foolish.
How about the money that they have to spend on free agents?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Why we just focus on the draft? We got to focus on free agents.
That's why, like, I get we're gonna talk about this shit.
Who is out
just,
there in free agency at a
gonna
quarterback?
No.
Listen, there's gonna be people being cut. There's gonna be people being cut.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I get why we're having this conversation, but it's kind of hard to have this conversation right now, fellas, because this, first of all, there's 6 more games left. Second of all, you don't even know who's going to be running your organization.
Yeah, but look,
But I know I'm agreeing with you, Crook, because what I'm saying is, are they going to spend money? Are you going to spend money? Because
we're going to, if we get the right people, we'll spend money the right way.
This is the issue.
Look what Miami did. How they land Tyreek Hill? Did they know they were going to land him? No, he came available. How the hell is Tyreek Hill became available from a team that went to the Super Bowl? Explain that to me. If he could become a free agent,
why he came
East Boston Beast.
Why he became available, Stoney?
You mean I made that point.
He's running around Texas A&M acting like an asshole. So that's why he became available.
But they didn't want to pay him. No, Tennessee didn't want to pay him
in college, so that's why he became available.
People get cut. People opt out.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing valuable right now.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
We don't know that.
They cut whoever nowadays, bro.
Nobody stays on
the guarantee money.
We don't know that.
They'll eat the money
around. I just want to say, who the fuck is going to get cut at that quarterback position to fill in that fucking gaping gash?
They don't have
on the Patriots.
Listen,
that quarterback.
It don't have to be a quarterback being
cut. He's talking about just a roster.
We got to see what the situation is going to be when the time comes around.
But
you need to get that first pick.
The elephant in the room is the fucking gaping hole at the quarterback position.
Yes, man.
That's the elephant in the room that we all agree on.
I don't know about this question. What's this question about?
I can't do that, man. I can't. I'm out on that.
Davis.
We just got to see what the landscape is going to look when that time comes. Whoever's going to take over building this team. And I'm sure they're going to be aggressive. They're going to get aggressive.
I'm
glad. You know what? I'm glad that we all could agree to disagree, that we decide that the team needs to move in another direction. I'm for the number 1 pick. I'm tired of guys. Listen to me, guys. Listen. I'm tired of other teams. Yes, we had Brady for 20-something years, so we didn't need no number 1 pick. But I'm tired of seeing teams get that pick in that top 5, and that when I mean that pick, that quarterback, and they do something with it. I'm tired of seeing that, and you can't say that's not happening. It's fucking happening. Stroud came out. It's happening. Hurts came out. It's happening.
Shout out to that coach, Beans. He got his guy. He's the first-time head coach, first year, and he's seen Stroud there, and he got his guy. That's what he wanted.
But he was already projected to be the top pick.
Yeah, and he picked that kid. He's seen it, and he picked him.
That's what I'm saying. So I understand what Stoney's saying and Doe's saying, that the free agency might be a move at the quarterback. But when is the last time?
I'm going to tell you this right now. It's going to be whoever you want that quarterback. They need an offensive line. You could pick fucking whoever you want.
Now,
offensive line, he ain't gonna succeed.
Now you're saying something, because
you're saying something.
Now you're saying something because most teams do build the offensive line through free agency. Everybody knows that. That's mostly where that offensive line is built through.
East Boston beats. Binge watch on some of our podcasts. We already brought this up. Yes, the front office in Houston is built from New England. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could build an offensive line through free agency. You definitely
could spend money. Well, they didn't build one last year. They fucking went to the garbage.
Because we got fucking Belichick, man. We know that. I mean, Bill ain't spending.
He's gone. Real quick, when he's gone, Kraft would step up. Is he going to sign the checks? You can't just do it 1 year.
Well, that's
what you get 1 year. This is the NFL 2023.
You got to get the GM. He has to hire the GM.
You can't binge spend 1 year and fucking because Brady won a fucking Super Bowl with this bullshit, bro. People talk about Bill all day. You could do it all day, but Kraft gets away with murder in his fucking town, bro. He gets away with murder in his town. Because he don't spend no fucking money.
He's mesmerized.
He don't spend no fucking money.
He's mesmerized by Bill when Bill walks in to talk to him every time with 6 fucking rings.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When Bill ain't here, we'll see.
Yeah, that's what it
We'll
is.
see how much he spent on Bill.
Stacks, that nostalgia is wearing off.
I know now it is. You're right, Mr. B. But when he goes in there to talk to Kraft, he's going like this.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's going like that.
And you know what? And you know what Kraft is doing? You know what Kraft is doing? He's like this. So yeah, Bill, that's great and all.
Yeah, but
he's not looking at them rings no more.
You can't bench spend 1 year and then don't spend the next year. That's not how it works. That's not how it works when you number 3 worth franchise in the league, right? Number 2 or 3.
Right. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go down. I love listen. I love the what.
Yeah, they do. They can't overspend.
They can't overspend.
I don't know, man.
But they said the cap is whacked. They said they've always said that. They always say the cap is whacked. Is always
cap is fake, man.
The cap is fake. They said that though, Stack.
They've been saying that. They say it all the time.
If the cap was whacked, Tyreek still be in Kansas City, dog. I mean, he still be in Kansas City. The cap was whacked.
Maybe fucking $400 million.
Yeah,
but don't have a $400 million.
You don't think Mahomes would want Tyreek to stay? I think he did.
I think he did.
He did, but he
wasn't going to give him that money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a cap.
He didn't want it. He wanted his
that cap stacks. I'm telling you, bro. Read Google that. I'm telling you, there's ways around it. They just didn't want to.
I'm saying if the cap wasn't there,
and it worked for them the first year because they went to the Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. It worked for them. They won.
Yeah, but now look at it now. So, like you said, you've been spending 1 year, and then look at them now.
So let me go down the slate so we can finish up the slate, man. So we can finish up this NFL slate. And throw in our picks there one time because we are running into some time here, but it's good. I love the banter. I love the content. So the next one is the Lions is going to New Orleans to face the Saints. Detroit -4.5. Stoney Doe.
Detroit.
Yeah, you can. It's at New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans.
I don't care where the fuck New Orleans.
I'm taking Detroit. Man.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit.
They'll cover that 4.5.
You talking about the points or you taking Detroit?
I lean New Orleans plus 4.
New Orleans plus 4.
There you go again.
Yeah. I lean. I didn't say I lean because
he leaned. He leaned. Yeah.
I just think.
You think because of Stoney, you think because of last week's game, you think they're a little shaky right now?
I've been seeing them shaky for a while now.
They've been shaky for a while.
But for a while now, they secondary is
it's up to their coach to get them back on the
secondary is horrible.
Ryan about two episodes ago, Stoney was raving about the Lions and how they was gonna beat. Now they shaky.
No, I mean I'm just calling it.
He was late to the party. He was late to the party.
You've been saying that.
Yeah, but it's week to week. I mean, I've been seeing them underachieve for the last couple of weeks, especially all the points they're giving up. In the passing game and receiving yardage and touchdowns. I mean, look what Green Bay did to them at home, on Thanksgiving, and this been happening for the last 3 games. I love Detroit in terms of that team to be looking out for, but they got problems in the secondary. Their secondary is giving up a lot of yards, man.
Yeah, their defense is
and that's a cause for pause right there. So
that's the cause for pause.
Remember a couple episodes ago, you thought they can go into the playoffs and win some games. I don't think they can.
I think so.
I still think they're gonna go to the playoffs.
They can get to the playoffs.
They're gonna get to the playoffs. They just got to get it right.
You think they'll be San Fran?
No.
You think they'll be Philly?
No, maybe the first round. They'll get in the first round.
Hold on, you think they could play Dallas first round? They could be
Dallas. I think they could be Dallas.
I think they could be Dallas.
I don't think they could be Dallas.
They could be Dallas.
I think they could be Dallas.
The defense.
I don't think they'll beat Dallas, Beans. I just don't think they beat that. I don't think that line. I think Micah Parsons will feast on that offensive line. After what I seen Green Bay do that offensive line, Parsons will kill it. Parsons would kill it. I just don't think. Okay, so there's other teams. I just don't see them. It all depends on the first round matchup with them. That's it.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
If they get Dallas in the first round,
they going home. Yeah, I understand, but they still gonna get in that playoff though.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the playoff.
I think they got a lot to build on though. Stats.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
They're gonna be good, but I'm saying right now they building, but it's just not right now. Now next year they could. Yeah, when they add some pieces onto what they build it up.
What they put together already.
They're almost at the top of the building. They're almost there, but they need 2 more years. I say 2 more.
That's why I said that game on Thanksgiving was an important game to prove to the not just the league, but to the fans, to the fan base out there, to the NFL. That game on Thanksgiving, if they would have won that game, people would have been prepared going forward every Thanksgiving to watch the Lions look good. The Lions look like the ordinary Lions. That was a mistake on their part. I look at momentums and I look at things like that, and that should have been their moment. That should have been, one of their in-season Super Bowls. There you go. That's just me. Let's go down this slate. I don't know what about something about the tight end from Georgia. You guys could talk about this, but I'm gonna go down the slate. The next game is the Falcons is gonna go meet the Jets. Two bad teams. Bad game, man. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, but it's -2 Atlanta. What you think, Stoney?
Under.
There you go. What you think, though? Under. There you go.
Under.
The Dolphins is gonna go meet the Dolphins is gonna go meet the Commanders.
Dolphins.
Miami -9.5.
Dolphins is due for an explosion. I don't know.
Commanders, they're playing in DC, right?
They're playing in DC.
Yeah, I'll take Commanders with the points.
Commanders.
That's my upset of the week. Not that take the points.
I like the points, and if I take
Commanders to cover, right?
Yeah.
I say that.
I don't mind that. I'm taking Miami first half -6.5.
Well, you getting spicy. That ain't bad.
Miami first half. Would you say Miami first half -6.5?
-6.5. I think
first half. That's spicy. That is right. That's a spicy one.
That's a spicy pick. I like that.
I like that.
You just look at the half. You think they're gonna come out firing because they need to stay up.
I like that.
They need to stay sharp.
Panthers is gonna go meet the Buccaneers.
I got no comment on that game. I'm off that.
I'm off.
You might want to pick the under, maybe. I guess.
TB -5.5, and that's not Tom Brady.
Oh no, I'm taking Carolina +5.
That's not Tom Brady.
Look, right now,
like that one,
DraftKings got Carolina +5.
That ain't TB12.
I'm going with that.
Okay, that.
Such a horrible fucking team, man. It's just they are bad, man. I watched.
Well, they fired Frank Wright. They fired the coach.
They might get that. They might get They might Stacks. They might get that little bump. You ain't picking them to win, Crook, right? You just picking them to cover, right?
The cover, yeah.
He's just picking them to cover.
They might get that bump.
They might get that bump.
Yeah, they might. You're right, though.
They just need Carolina will be back there. They got the quarterback. I don't know if the kid's the kid. They just need to see if they could build around that kid and go from there. Defensively, build a squad. For some reason, I don't know. And why is Carolina? Let me ask you guys this question since we're talking about Carolina. Why is Carolina never able to put together a solid defensive team? They've always been offensive minded back to Cam Newton and before him.
When Cam was there, their defense was decent. It was decent.
Yeah,
it was decent. Even
it was always Steve Smith, and it was always.
If you want to talk about now is because once again he's an owner that don't spend no money. Word was that he could have got Sean Payton. He didn't want to spend no money on him. The guy from the Chargers don't. Some of these guys don't want to spend no money, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Going back to what we were talking about,
and they think that's healthy. They think
if you don't have a guy that could evaluate talent, like the guy in Houston, like the guy in Philly, like the guy in San Fran, if you don't have these people that could evaluate talent and build rosters through the draft, you have to spend money, and you still got to build through the draft. But these owners don't want to spend money.
Right.
It's crazy, bro.
Certain ones.
I know, but you get what I'm saying. Certain guys don't want to spend money.
He's Boston Beast. I'm with you with this comment. Bryce Young, dude, not a bust thing.
You gotta give him another year, bro.
I give him another.
But he do look like Muggsy Bogues at quarterback. The dudes look small. I'm sorry.
But you just gotta give him another year.
He looks smaller.
Most likely, maybe he's right. Most likely, he probably ain't gonna pan out. Because you know what it's going to be? Carolina's going to be that team that goes with 2 or 3 different coaches, and you'll never even really know. Like,
first of all,
you're right, though.
Right, though, they recycled. Frank Wright wasn't the guy for that job.
He wasn't the guy.
He wasn't the guy for that
job. Go with a safe veteran coach.
Yeah.
And that didn't work.
You're right.
So and like I said, I'm not saying Bryce Young's going to pan out. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying
I got to give him another year.
I got to give him another year, and I got to give him with a solid offensive coach. And
Cowboys offensive line.
Offensive line, and build it, because you can't, you got to build it, and then even next year, he might not even have, because people think in the NFL now, because these quarterbacks start in their first year, that's what it is. What it is that in the past, quarterbacks sat, and they built from the inside out. It was always built that way. Built that way. From the Denver Broncos to the Cowboys championship teams, and then the Patriots championship teams. They always had an ill offensive line, bro. So you could quick score alert. The line's trash. You ain't doing shit.
And then
quick score alert, guys. The Cowboys are leading Seahawks 17-7. And that is in 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Then on top of that, you're drafting the quarterback and you trade away your number one fucking receiver. Like, I'm telling you, that team is fucking bad, bro.
Come on. You hit it on the head. So I'm not saying he's gonna be better than Stroud. I'm not saying he's gonna compete to be, a great NFL all-timer. I'm just saying, give him another year, and we can't.
I give him another year. I give him another year with the right coach and a nice system. I think that kid could. I'm not, like you said, I ain't saying he's gonna be Stroud, but I think he got potential to be okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, let me tell you something. You know who's a great example of a quarterback that it was just a matter of him getting with a good coach, and he really took it to another level, and that's Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff is a perfect example, man, of a high pick that was underachieving against Jeff Fisher. Underachieving. They was almost calling him a bust. And then Sean McVay comes in and then turn this kid around, man.
But then even McVay didn't want him no more, though.
But either
McVay didn't want him no more.
But he's still
doing his thing, man. This kid, he's balling right now. Now,
he's a good quarterback. I would like to have him here in New England and then draft your kid Marvin Harris Jr. if we had that situation, right?
Look, I'm taking Marvin Harris Jr.
He's the one to get.
I'm taking
and Jared Goff.
He be throwing shots, bro. He be throwing shots.
He never played for Fisher.
He throwing shots, bro.
I'm taking it's fine.
I call it how I see it, but
look, you guys are gonna see.
You
guys are gonna see what I'm talking about.
I like that kid.
Overrated. Taking a quarterback number one, it's just.
I agree. I actually agree with that.
It is overrated, but I don't know.
Hasn't been working out.
It has for teams though. It has.
Who?
Jalen Hurts,
Dolphins, the Buffalo
Dolphins, the
Bills,
Steelers. Come on, man, it's working out.
How long did it take though? It took some
time. CJ Stroud first year. It's working out.
Yeah, but don't forget, Texans built that from the inside out. Don't forget.
But they needed the quarterback at the same time.
But they had the line already in place.
They had everything in place. They just needed the quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I think we need the quarterback, and imagine if we just had a real quarterback. The team would be a different number right now. Stoney be smiling. Stoney will be smiling and wearing all Patriots paraphernalia that you will ever see.
You wear that shit anyway.
I'll tell you what, Beans. There'll be more big time receivers cut than quarterbacks. I tell you that much. I tell you that much. I tell you that much. So you talk about picking Marvin Harrison. I guarantee you there'll be some shocker receivers cut before a quarterback. I tell you
that's
that.
true. I can agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go down. We talked about 49ers. 49ers Eagles. We talked about that.
Terrible.
49ers Eagles, big game of the week. I think that game is a 4:00 game, and it's gonna be on Fox, so I'm gonna be able to see that. So I'm sure everybody else is gonna watch that game. That's gonna be a good game. I'll be home Sunday after work to watch that. The Browns is facing the Rams. The Rams is under 500.
Somebody up off the street though.
Yeah, you always pick
guess who the Browns quarterback is starting?
Oh yeah, we know already.
No, he ain't starting. He's a backup.
Joe Flacco. No, they saying they going with Flacco.
Yeah.
The first week.
They starting Flacco, bro.
They starting Flacco.
I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be number 2. Oh wow.
Nah, they was talking about him starting. It was.
That was mentioned today.
I said talk.
I don't know if he's starting, but they was talking about him starting.
I heard he was coming off the bench. I heard he was going to be the 2, but if that could change. You know how that go.
Right. Because where's PJ Walker?
I mean PJ Walker.
No, we ain't doing that.
What happened to PJ Walker?
What happened to PJ Walker?
If Flacco put him back with in the projects with Esther Rowe.
Nah, man, I think he had some type of injury, man.
Yeah. So if you're saying, and I know if you saying that Flacco's going to be 2, then you mean they throwing out PJ Walker because they're not throwing out that.
Crook, you got that late, huh? You got that late.
Listen, you gotta be careful because there's people watching and really like believing you and shit, man. You
fuck it, nigga. It is what it is.
They don't know who Estero is, though.
Shout out to Estero.
I know who Estero is.
You know what I found funny?
God rest his soul.
Fort Lauderdale to see Estero Boulevard. I know she was from Fort Lauderdale.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Estero. Shout out to shout out to Florida Evans.
Shout out to Florida. Yo, no, listen. Chiefs are going to meet the Packers. Oh man, what do you think?
I'm taking the Packers.
I don't blame you, Stoney. I'm riding with Stoney. You know that?
I'm taking the Packers +6. Not only I'm taking the Packers +6, I'm about to put a future on the Packers making the playoffs, man, because I think the odds right now are great with that team. I think the team found something. Love is coming around. And that's the type of team that you want to make a small investment for a big game.
So with that being said, hold on. So
Green Bay +6.
Okay, so with that being said, Stoney, and just so you can understand that, this game is going to be a big game for the Packers. It's a very meaningful game for the Packers. You know why? If they win, they above 500.
Right.
Guess what? Dude. Guess what, Mr. Beans? That's another first-round quarterback that's playing well.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all keep saying these guys ain't working out.
Nah, I don't know what Crook was trying to say. I'm not trying to speak for the first overall pick.
It's overrated. It's
first
overrated.
Y'all first overall. No, but nah. I don't mean first overall. Did you mean first overall?
But maybe what first?
Oh, do you mean your first pick in your first round pick of your draft?
Oh, first rounder. I thought you meant first overall pick. Nah.
So you saying your first rounder shouldn't be a quarterback?
No. I thought he meant first overall pick. If you getting Lamar Jackson at 30, I mean, if you could find a good quarterback in the first round.
No, first rounders could pan out. I'm just saying the first overall is
that's what I said. That's what I asked you. But no, that's what I agree with you. No, I agree with you.
We're not picking. We're not picking. We're not picking.
Getting the quarterback for the first pick. There you go. Let me be specific.
We're not picking first overall.
It's overrated.
We're not picking first overall.
No, not first overall. I'm talking about
Chicago's getting in the first overall pick, and they're gonna pick that kid Caleb Williams.
I'm just saying, any team as their first pick,
as they first pick, you saying they shouldn't take a quarterback.
I'm not saying they shouldn't take a quarterback. I'm just saying they shouldn't focus totally on a quarterback if they need one. Because if there's another player that's a game changer, that could be a player that could be better than the quarterback that's available to them, even though they need a quarterback. But if there's a player that's better than the quarterback offensively, you go for that guy. Whether it's a B. John Robinson, Marvin Harrison. I'm not saying that they.
Stoney, that works in basketball, but it doesn't translate in football.
All right.
It works in basketball.
All right.
That quarterback in the first round is needed. I understand the gamble. You're talking about gambling. That's what you're saying.
Like Beans, like Baltimore gambled when they took Lamar Jackson in the first.
I'm not forcing getting a quarterback. I'm not forcing it. Trust me, I tell you, I'm not forcing it.
I don't know. Trust me, I don't know. My lowly Bengals without Burrow, and that's another number 1 pick. My lonely Bengals Burrow is without Burrow is going to go meet Jacksonville, so Jacksonville will win that game. That's I don't know why we're talking about that. That's Monday. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Sorry guys to even bring that up. So yeah, that was the slate on my people's parlay with us. This is parlay with us with Mr. Bean, Stony Crook, Hustle Stacks, and Sean Doe. We just gave you guys a nice hour, almost 2 hours worth of content. This was a fire show tonight. We have multiple people in the chat conversing and actually, going back and forth with their questions and the answers to a lot of these sports trivias or even comments. I loved it tonight. I appreciate my team, the panel. We did a good job of answering people's questions, and we did a good job of engaging with the masses and the parlay with us fan base out there. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys on Sunday, same time, 7:30. Parlay with us. Any questions, anything you want to send us, we do have the ticker down there with our parlay with us 617 Gmail. Send us a Gmail if anything important, and we will get back to you. I check all that stuff almost every other day or every week. And so before we move on, we are finished with those segments. We did talk some NBA talk. If there's anything else y'all want to talk on the NBA slate, I know we're running into a 2-hour show. We should be done with that. We'll probably get more into the NBA on Sunday. We gave a lot of NBA earlier on today. We talked a lot about that. So that's off the slate. Go ahead.
I mean, when the NFL slate is whack like that, spend a little bit more time.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I totally agree. No. But this is the thing, Stacks and Doe. I need you guys to input those things because I can shut, as the quote unquote program director, I can shut half of that stuff off. I mean, we just rambled and we got people engaged tonight. And that was the whole thing. That's what took up the show. And I loved it. I want people to engage. But we got people engaged.
NBA's on fire this year, man.
Right. We got people engaged and we talked most of the fan base that was in the chat today. They talked about football because that's what we was in that mode. So we started going back and forth. And I understand. I think the same thing you just said. We should have gave a little bit more attention to some little bit of NBA because the slate this week is sad. And I think there's almost 6 or 7 teams. I might be wrong or right. That's on a bye. 6 or 7 NFL teams are on a bye this week. I might be wrong. It might be a little bit more. It might be 8. Somewhere around there, there's a lot of teams on the bye this week. So that's why the slate looks kind of shady. So yes, next time we will get more into the NBA slate and drop some more that. It's leaning that way though, Stacks and Doe, because you know why? We are in week 13. We have 4 more weeks to go, and then playoffs, and then Super Bowl. After that, we are going to be heavily dosed into the NBA and what's coming up in the draft. My favorite time.
Yo, Doe, shout out some big time college football games this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot on the line for a lot of teams.
I know. Tomorrow
This is divisional conference championship.
Tomorrow night.
Penix tomorrow night.
Yes. Knicks, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, it's some big games.
And that's tomorrow night, Friday night?
State, Louisville.
No. Tomorrow night's Oregon, Washington. That's a big one. And then you got
that's Friday. Tomorrow night, Oregon, Washington.
Yeah.
I got to watch that.
That's gonna be big.
That's a big game. Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
And yo,
I'm glad you said
Oregon's favored by 9. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Why? They playing in Oregon?
And I'm taking Oregon.
Are they playing in Oregon?
No.
Yeah.
No, they playing
they're playing neutral. Neutral.
It's the Pac-12 championship.
It's the
Pac-12 championship.
Okay. I'm taking Oregon with the points.
Yeah, they've been hot. They've been because
I'm taking
Washington's been squeaking by. You want to talk about squeaking by? They've been squeaking by, bro. Washington squeaking by.
Oh, Washington has
Washington State. I think that game against Washington State, they always play each other tough.
No, but even before that, Stacks, they've been squeaking. They've been squeaking.
Yeah, they have been.
That's another story for another day.
That's the game, but I'm looking forward to that Alabama Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
So y'all want so what's the championship games this weekend? As far as like conference champion games.
Those are the main ones right there. Those
Louisville
right there have the most.
Florida State.
Go ahead, though. Run them down for the people so they can know about
Iowa, Michigan.
Michigan. I mean, Louisville, Iowa State. I mean, Louisville, Florida State.
That's ACC.
Alabama,
that's ACC. Okay.
Who's playing?
Big Ten is Michigan.
For 1 second, can you imagine if Iowa beats Michigan?
I don't think Iowa can't score. So I know
that I take Michigan to beat them.
The biggest thing is real quick, without going down the games, real quick. What Stack said, Alabama beats Georgia, it's gonna get real spooky because if Oregon beats Washington, bro, it's gonna be crazy. To be honest with you, this slate's better than an NFL slate because the NFL has been trash.
It is. It's going to be a good college weekend this weekend, guys. Like seriously,
definitely.
Those some big games, man. You're right. That if Bama beats Georgia, bro,
it's gonna just tear up the whole shit.
It's gonna
change.
If
Louisville beats Florida State, is Penn State gonna sneak back in there? I mean, it's just a lot of.
No, that's not really what.
Or Texas. I mean,
though it kind of like if Louisville beats Florida State, it ain't a big deal because they were talking about pushing Florida State out.
Anyway, I think Oregon, if they beat Washington, is in.
But
in my opinion,
but if okay,
how are they gonna be in?
But hold on,
they should be.
Okay, if Bama beats Georgia, you put Bama in.
That's what I said, but I don't know.
Bama's gonna be listen. If Bama beat Georgia, they in.
No, real quick, because they'd have to jump 2 or 3 teams, and that's never happened.
Yeah, but you beat
never happened.
The problem is though that
you're beating the number 1 team,
the number 1 team in the country.
I understand that. I'm just saying it could. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm saying
and Alabama's what? Alabama's number 8 right now.
8, and they'd have to jump basically 4 teams.
Don't know what they're gonna go off the strength that SEC conference. That's exactly what they're gonna go off. And you talk about you beat the number 1 team, not only the number 1 team, but a team that's won 29 fucking games in a row.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. I'm not an Alabama fan, but I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a lot of people up in arms. If Oregon don't make it and they beat Washington and then Alabama beats Georgia, there's gonna be some. What I'm saying is there could be some people that are mad on each side, and I would understand everybody's beat. That's all I'm saying.
If let's just say, listen, if it was me, if Oregon beats Washington,
they're in.
I would say that too. And if Bama beats Georgia, they're in. So I would go. Right. And I would still keep Georgia up there.
Yeah, and you would just have to push out, and Michigan, you just have to push out Florida State and
That's it. That's it.
Basically.
And Florida State's played in the fucking cupcake conference anyway. They haven't really.
They lost their quarterback. Who wants to see them with their backup quarterback?
Don't you know? Yo, you're right. Yo, Stacks, you're totally right. Florida State's supposed to be in the SEC conference. They playing around in the ACC.
Nah, but you can't do that though, fam. You can't do that. You can't.
But they are though.
No, but that's what
look
it
at
is.
The recruitment.
Michigan's in the Big Ten.
But look at the recruitment out of Florida.
I'm not saying that. No, I agree with you saying.
At UMass, bro.
No. What I'm saying is we can't do that with the conference. It's what it is.
BC or
they
BC.
Be who they have in front of them.
Can BC
I agree with you saying overall,
recruit? Can they recruit like Florida State?
It don't matter who you recruit. I'm saying this year, their record this year with their quarterback, they deserve to be in this position. That's all I'm saying. But
no,
right.
I don't know. I haven't watched Florida State to know.
No, I'm just saying
because
what you're saying,
they feel like
an
SEC team.
No, a lot of people are saying what you're
conference.
saying, my brother. What I'm saying is though, they played the schedule they was played. They got in what they got in. My only beef with them is they lost their starting quarterback. So if you go into a playoff with your backup quarterback, it's not going to be good for us as fans, selfishly. But if they beat Louisville, they deserve to be in that 4, in my opinion.
But they could be, but what they're gonna do is go to the shit and get their shit.
Exactly. Done. No, I just said that.
That's what people don't want to see.
And I just said that. You're right, Stats. Yeah. I agree with you.
And Doe, you back
now Travis was there.
It's different story.
Travis was there. Yeah, yes. I was
Doe, you kind of backed that up by telling say the same thing you said last week, though, when we talked a little bit about college football. You said, it's like Notre Dame. You don't want to see it.
No.
Right? You don't want to see Notre Dame go to the chip and to the and get smoked there. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that.
Just like we seen TCU lose by a fucking 100.
TCU, another situation. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not dissing.
If they had Travis, I'm with it.
I'm not dissing the ACC, bro. I'm just saying the ACC.
No, I'm just saying the way it's set up, they won their conference. If they win the championship game, because we can't do that because say Georgia wins, right? But they lose their quarterback. Then what? So that's what I'm trying to tell you is that we can't penalize these people. I know I won't want to see them play to keep it 100. But we can't penalize teams for winning all year and losing their quarterback and still winning and advancing and not having their full team in the playoff. It's just
that's the sad.
But I agree though. It's like I'm being a hypocrite because I don't want to see them. I'd rather see Oregon.
They are not going to make that last 4. I'm telling you right now. Even if they beat Louisville, I do not see them making that last 4. I just don't see it, and it's because they lost their quarterback, and it's a shame. But they're going to get penalized for that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
it's a shame, and I feel bad for that kid because he was having a great year. I just feel bad that he got hurt, and they're gonna snatch that from them. Because I mean, you penalizing the other kids, but I don't want to see them play Georgia without that kid. I just don't want to see it.
They're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, but if they had that kid, yeah, put him up there. But I feel bad for him.
What's the kid's name again? The quarterback for
Jordan Travis.
Jordan Travis. Okay. So, guys, great show. We're at 2 hours in for a Thursday. I think that was that's crazy. We never did 2 hours on a Thursday. It's always like an hour and change. But it was a good show. We had a lot of content to cover, and we had a lot of people in it on the chat. Once again, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, share it with your friends, everything. Do it all, man. Put this out there, man. We're one of the fastest growing organic real as shit podcast that you got coming out of Boston right now. And we love what we're doing. This is the team right here. With that being said, I don't have too much on the agenda free. I'm gonna say one thing on the agenda free. We can't talk about it because I know we're already 2 hours in. We're gonna move forward with the agenda free on Sunday. But this is the agenda free. Just take this and put this in your pipe and smoke it. If my son talked to me like that, I'm gonna squeeze his fucking grape.
Oh yeah.
Just think about that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
The album's coming out tonight, midnight.
Who's that? Yours?
My album, Sean Doe, mixtape.
You gotta announce that, man. That's your that's the
free. Midnight, all streaming, every platform, you can get it on even TikTok now. I heard, but midnight.
Hold on, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna give you the solo, and give all your handles for this, for your release of your album. Don't say it the way you just said it. Do it. I want people to. We got people on watching, so do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just coming out tonight. Mixtapes and Metaphors. It's coming out midnight. It's on Apple Music. You get it on Spotify. You get it on. I guess TikTok has a music section now. I'm at Sean Doe 47 on X. I'm gonna have the link up. I'll have the link up probably. It's out at midnight. At Sean Doe 77. I'm sorry, on X. The link will be up at I'll probably be sleeping though at 12, but in the morning I'll have the link up.
Okay.
At Sean Doe 77 on X, and at my Instagram is, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, fellas.
No,
Instagram is at Sean Doe 617 on Instagram. So I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate you guys, my co-hosts, for giving me that little moment, and I hope you like it. We worked hard on it.
Thank you. And what's the name of that mixtape again?
Mixtape and Metaphors.
Mixtape and Metaphors.
And I'll send y'all the thing in the group chat so y'all don't have to, but
yes. And, you know what? Damn, next time you could have sent it to me, I could have put it in the chat or stuff like that. But we'll deal with that on Sunday.
But I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the you guys giving me that time for that,
Oh, that's definitely
album release party coming soon.
No, this is your show. This is your show too, Sean. And you can shout out your projects that you're doing. That's not, you don't have to thank us about that, man. It's your
But
project.
I still love all the support,
No problem. Mixtape and Metaphors, Sean Doe 77 on X. Mixtape and Metaphors, Sean Doe 617 on Instagram. Check it out, my peoples. Thank you.
One last thing. Shout out to these cats right here, these young cats. Like I told you, when I go back to Boston, I find these little stores.
Okay.
These cats right here make up a lot of stuff. Roxbury Riches, they got Dorchester, Mattapan.
Show that again, man. Show it, because I got you on the solo.
Roxbury Riches, man. Shout out to these young cats, man. Listen, they located at 6 Liberty Square, Suite 6104, Boston, Mass. Phone number 617-297-7535. Some up and coming young cats, man. They make some good shit, man.
I like that sweater. I like that sweater.
I like that too.
Their website is Street Union Clothing. Street Union Clothing, man. They make good shit, man. For real.
Oh, cool. Sounds good. Yo, nice, man. That's a nice plug for some good Boston-based apparel and fashion. And nice plug for Sean Doe.
Word up, Sean Doe. Cop the album.
Cop that album. People go out there, cop the album. He's on Apple. He's on Spotify. He's he's gonna have the link on Instagram. Sean Doe 617. Please do that. He's part of the Parlay With Us team here every week, twice a week, kicking it with us, kicking some fire content on sports and entertainment. So do him that. Check out his project and on with music. Thank you guys.
Stony, one more thing, being Stony, what's the new IPA? You always got the IPA drop. You got to drop one. You ain't dropped one.
Yeah, he's doing a Sammy tonight.
I've been hitting the Sam Adams. This is the lager.
I'm disappointed.
Lager.
I'm supposed to ask some shit,
but
Miller on it.
And Bozo of the week is Von Miller. That's all I'm gonna say. We could talk more about that on Sunday. Bozo
talk more about that.
Right. No, I'm bugged out about that.
Okay, we'll definitely, because I don't know what's going on. I was on the internet trying to figure out something to talk about at agenda of the week, and I didn't see that. So we'll talk about that.
We got you on Sunday cover, fellas.
All right.
So I got one for you next week, though. You got me with that Danny Age. You got me.
Listen, man, you know I come through with the old school.
You got me. I got one for you. I got one for you. It's coming, though.
So, like, I'm gonna end it with this. Yo,
we out here, Stack. We out here.
Listen. This is Parlay With Us again. Please like, subscribe, share it, hit the notifications. Tell your peoples, tell your family, everybody, man. This is like fire sports content. Anybody who's into sports and into talking banter and want to do those type of things with us, this is a organic, live, Boston-based podcast. Please join us every week, twice a week, Thursday 7:30, Sunday 7:30. Once again, this is Parlay With Us. It's Mr. Beans, there's Stony Crook, there's Hustle Stacks, and Sean Doe. We'll see you guys on Sunday. We out.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.